This is the Jason Walker Show. Two-time National Sports Media Association Montana Sportscaster of the Year and three-time loser, the Jason Walker Show. The best local and statewide sports coverage, featuring the biggest guests from Montana.
Flint Rasmussen joining us here on the Jason Walker Show.
He's freaking exhausting, too. You used to dance a lot more. Yeah, I know, lady. I'm 51 years old now.
The NAI Hall of Famer Mike Van Diest joining us here, Jason Walker Show. And is it just a deal where quarterbacks have to be good golfers?
Well, that's all they have time for. They don't work out. They don't lift weight. They don't do anything else. They might as well go get on the golf course and at least have some fun.
And from across the country,
Doug Gottlieb, our guest here on the Jason Walker Show.
End of the day, remember, it's your show. It's got your name on it.
Howie Mandel, our guest here.
Jason Walker, deal or no deal?
the Jason Walker Show.
Hey, what up? Happy Tuesday, the Jason Walker Show. Hanging out today inside the home studio. And, oh, man. Still recovering from surgery. Did the show last Wednesday, Thursday. Couldn't hardly move, couldn't feel anything. The nerve blocker wore off finally, so that's good. Coming up today, we're going to talk to Dane Broadhead. Big win for the Helena High Bengals. We're also going to talk to Mihelish, Capital High football coach. Combined, 9-1. Capital, the only remaining unbeaten in Class AA. We'll give you your rankings coming up as well. You can tweet us at JWalkerSports anytime. You can email Jason at jasonwalkershow.com. And a whole lot more. Hope you had a great weekend. No, we did. We had a good time. Covering soccer and volleyball up at the University of Providence. So, yeah. Big wins by the Cats and the Grizz to open up Big Sky play. Tommy Malott out this week against UC Davis in a game that's going to be 8 p.m. kickoff ESPNU on Saturday night. So, there you go. Let's see here. What else? We had on this date in history, the walk-off, and much more coming up. Time for the walk-up, which is brought to you by Montana Custom Log Homes, the premier log home company in the industry. 3 distinct divisions, so you can create the log home of your dreams and your budget. Man, I'm telling you, milled, handcrafted, timber frame, those are the 3 divisions, over 50 years of service. Finest craftsmen available in the state, maybe even in the West. And they are awesome. Check them out at yourcustomlog.com to get started today. So, had good wins in Frontier football over the weekend, some big ones, some close ones. George Tribble, 4 touchdown passes for Rocky in a backup role, and he had a good one. Let's see here. Matt Struck was out, and Blake Asciato of Southern Oregon in a loss to Carroll threw for 263 yards. Carroll had a big win. Carroll's defense looking really good. Really, really good. Let's see, your players of the week as we move on down. You had somebody named winners. Where are we at? Where are they at? Where'd they go? We had them. I think it was George Tribble. You know what? Let's just pretend we know what we're doing on a Tuesday night. Frontier Conference. We got standings. We don't need those. We need players of the week in football. And they are coming right here. Yeah, Rocky's George Tribble. For Rocky, we mentioned him. SOU's Jake Rangino on defense. And Kaysen Barnett of Rocky on special teams. Barnett ran a punt back for a touchdown. And or did he? Yeah. 70-yard touchdown return on a punt. So there you go. You also had Frontier volleyball players of the week. And Frontier Conference, big news. Big news for the Frontier basketball. It was announced yesterday. Beginning this year, this basketball season, February 26th through the 28th, Frontier men's and women's will all be at one site for the conference tournaments. Instead of spreading it out over 8 or 9 days, it's going to be held over 3 days in one location. That'll be at Four Seasons Arena in Great Falls, and it's a good thing. It is a very, very good thing. So it's like I was talking to Steve Keller today, University of Providence basketball coach, longtime Western coach, successful 16 years now. But he said, would you rather go and play, let's just say, Carroll in, the PE center in front of a home crowd, or would you rather play on a neutral court? And yeah, neutral court. It does take away some of that, home court advantage, but fans from all the schools in the Frontier travel well. And I think it's going to be a very exciting thing. It's presented by McDonald's, and we'll see how it goes. But big news coming out of the Frontier this week, yesterday. So there is that. Speaking of rankings, because that's where we're headed, let's see, the AA, Capital, moving up 1 to number 1, being 5-0. Helena High jumps into the poll for the first time as they jump into number 2 after the big win over Sentinel. Sentinel, first loss since 2020, 25-game win streak snapped, and the Spartans fall to number 3. You got Glacier in there at number 4, and then West sitting at number 5. Hamilton in the Class A ranks is tops, followed by Lewistown, Billings Central, Polson, and Columbia Falls. Class B, it's Big Fork. Townsend moving up 2 spots after their win over Jefferson. Florence Carlton stays at 3. Jefferson falls 2 spots to number 4. And then it's Huntley, Malta, Whitehall, Big Timber, Columbus, and Eureka. In the 8-man, it is Drummond, Phillipsburg, followed by Belt. And then Joliet, Chinook, St. Ignatius, Fairview, Culbertson, Ennis, Charlotte, and Cascade. 6-man, Big Sandy, Broadview, Lavina, Bridger, Savage, and Denton, Geyser, Stanford, Geraldine. And then the 6 through 10 is Chester, Joplin, Inverness, Powerdutton, Brady, Jordan, Centerville, and Custer, Hysham, Melstone. So those are your rankings in high school, according to 406mtsports.com. I will be in Laurel and on Friday night calling the Locomotives game on Friday night for SWX, as they will take on Billings Central. That's a big matchup. 5-0 Central, 4-2 Laurel at Laurel. Looking forward to calling some Class A football on SWX on Friday night. I believe that'll start at 7 o'clock. It will. So hope you can tune in and check it out. We also have your Montana Rodeo Roundup coming up. But first, let's get to your Auto Concepts Performance of the Week. And it's a tie today because there was 2 outstanding performances, especially in AA. And we're going to go with Bozeman's Jake Casagranda, who threw for 6 touchdowns in a big win. And then Jay Stenson from Butte, who threw for 5, ran for another, totaled 6. So those 2 are our Auto Concepts Performances of the Week. And man, oh man, good football being played in high school in the state of Montana, which you'd expect, right? I mean, it's always a blast. And speaking of good football, Helena High Bengals picked up a big win on the road last week, knocking off the previously unbeaten Sentinel Spartans. 25-game win streak snapped, and to join us now to talk about it and look ahead to a road game this week at Glacier is the head coach of the Bengals, Dane Broadhead, joining us on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. All right, Coach. Congratulations. It's a big win, but are you guys treating it like a big win? I mean, it was a kind of a thumping of the 2-time defending state champs here.
Yeah, it was. Big win for the program. Big win for the guys. They were fired up, and rightfully so. It was. It was a good night in Missoula for us. But no, it's one of those deals. Life moves on. It's basically what we told them: spend the weekend, celebrate it, have fun, enjoy it. But yeah, you got to turn around and go back up to Kalispell on Friday and play a very good Glacier team. So it was. Short-lived, and well-deserved. Our kids played really hard on Friday, but yeah, you got to turn around and get ready for another really good opponent on the road. So not too much time to celebrate this one.
You guys had played on Thursday the week before. Did that extra day of preparation kind of help you a little bit, or was it going to happen no matter what? It allowed us maybe to take a little better look at things. Coaching-wise, gave us an extra day kind of game plan, which certainly didn't hurt. In terms of our players, it probably helped.
It just gave our guys an extra day of rest. Honestly, we didn't do much that Friday. We watched the film from Thursday night. Basically gave them the rest of Friday off. More so to just get their legs back underneath them. As many guys as we have going both ways. Anytime you can get an extra 24 hours of rest, it's never going to hurt you. So yeah, it was unique. That week was really unique. The Hellgate week playing on Thursday, especially at home, but it certainly didn't hurt us.
We know how good Brooke Ark is on the softball circle, but Sam Ark, big interception for you guys in that big win last week.
Yeah, he had two huge ones for us. The one down in the end zone was a great play. That was the one. It basically just a dump ball. They threw it up to the Sermon kid who, according to Sam, he's pretty close to eye with him, but the kid's probably 8 inches taller than him. So that was a huge play, man. He just went up and got it. Really, when that game was still in the balance at that point, we come out after halftime and kind of scuffle on offense and turn it over, and they might strike down and got deep in the red zone. And yeah, Sammy just came through and made a big play for us. So no, he had a really, really good game on Friday.
Talking with Helena High coach Dane Broadhead after the big 35-7 win over Sentinel. How nice is it to have Kate Holland on your team?
We love him, man. We love him. A lot of things go through him. He's a spark plug for us, obviously, on offense. He's doing a great job on defense, playing inside linebacker. And yeah, he's fun to watch run the ball. When those big boys in front of him get going, that's been fun. It's been, Friday night it was fun to see him kind of take over in the second half and do his thing. And, we expect a lot out of him. He's kind of our workhorse, but yeah, we're getting a lot of production out of Cade, and we're going to have to continue that going forward.
I've talked to offensive linemen, I've talked to running backs at the high school level, college level, and different levels of college, and they all say the same thing. When a running back or a quarterback has that passion and drive, they just want to block harder for him. And then in turn, they want to run harder for that offensive line. And I think you're seeing that.
Yeah, and I think that goes both ways. I think it definitely is. It's a marriage between those guys, quarterbacks, running backs, and the guys up front. And they, the cool thing about this group is they're all pretty close. They're all pretty tight to each other off the field, and starting to see some really good friendships develop, which carries over to Friday night. And, any time that you've got those guys on the same page and like you said, they're doing it for each other. They're not doing it for themselves. They're, none of those guys are big ego guys. And that's been pretty neat to see their progression as a unit, as a group.
Got Kyle Mihelish coming up later on too, but you guys both have talked this year about two-way players, and that's something we haven't seen a whole lot for a while in the AA, probably the last half dozen years or so, is we're seeing more of that as numbers in football dwindle as a whole. Is that a good thing for these guys?
Honestly, for the longevity of it, or where the game's at, it really is what it is right now. I would love to see it come back, where we didn't have to play as many kids on both sides. One, just because it gives more kids the opportunity to get out and play on Friday nights, but at the end of the day, it kind of is what it is, and it's where a lot of teams and a lot of programs are right now, that you're kind of stuck in that. It's not ideal. We have a lot of kids that take more snaps than I'd like them to on Fridays, but it's kind of the reality of where we're at. And I'm hopeful that, for the sake of our sport and the health of our sport, that we start to see that come back around, and hopefully that'll happen here in the next few years. But it is what it is, right? At this point.
Dane Broadhead joining us, Mike Miller, State Farm Hotline. Do you care about rankings at this point in the season?
No, I don't.
Did you
be flat honest with you?
Did you care about them in college?
No, you can't. You just can't get caught up in it. It's nice for fans. It's nice for, people outside the program to, it gives people talking points, and I get it. Every sport, every level, every league has, some sort of ranking system. I guess you have to do it. But to be honest with you, as a coach, even back as a player, it really had no bearing on anything. The only ranking you care about is where you're at on Friday night for any particular week, how well you play or how poorly you play, and what you need to do to adjust and get better for the following week.
You just saw Capital come back and beat a very good Glacier team. You faced Jay Stenson earlier in the year. They get him this week, but you get another good quarterback. Congratulations, you beat Sentinel. Now here's Mr. Slider in the Glacier Wolfpack. Oh, by the way, at Legend Stadium.
Yeah, up there, of course. No, the Slider's the real deal. That kid can really sling it. He got a lot of weapons around him too. You know, they have some great receivers, some good skill kids. And they're huge up front. You know, they just have some absolute monsters on the offensive line. So it's a tall task. That offense is clicking. Coach Bennett does a really nice job with those guys. You know, always has. They're very efficient offensively. They do some really good things and are really pushing the ball down the field. So yeah, it'll be a little different game plan than what we saw, you know, Friday in Missoula. But it's it's a quick turnaround for a high potent, you know, high power offense that we've got to be ready to find a way to try to stop those guys and get them off the field.
You got one of your cohorts up there, a former coworker of yours, in Matt Upham. He's now working the defense with Glacier. He brings good defense. He knows what he's doing over on that side of the ball. So how do you defeat him?
Oh, for sure. They're very well coached across the board. Offense, defense, special teams. They always are. That's what you just expect out of Glacier. You know, and again, it comes back to Cade and cut the kids up front. You know, I firmly believe that you have to run the ball. Especially as you get later on in the season, you got to find a way to, you know, run the football, get in front of the chains, you know, not turn the ball over, you know, no stupid penalties, things like that. You know, it's kind of cliche, but it works, you know, and if you can do that, and if we can protect Carter a little bit and let our skill kids do their thing out of the edge and get the ball out on time and within the system, you know, we'll have a chance on Friday. It
is National Chocolate Milk Day today. Are you a fan?
Yeah, I gotta like chocolate milk. You know, we try to preach that to our guys all the time. It's great recovery after a good workout.
Yes. Which are you a Nesquik guy? Are you True Moo guy? Dairy Gold? What flavor?
Nah, I've never really bought. I don't know. The True Moo stuff's okay. I like the old Nesquik stuff. You know, give me the thing with the bunny on the side, and I'm pretty happy.
Do you still make your own? Like you get the powder and you put it. Oh, how many tablespoons do you use?
Well, I got, see, it's funny. I got two for you. I got the 4-year-old twins, and the one loves chocolate milk, and the other one won't touch it. But yeah, he's a Nesquik, probably 2-scoop guy, kind of like his old man.
But he gets teaspoons. You're doing tablespoons.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I do the big one. Yeah, he's not quite there yet. You know, we don't quite got to worry about him putting on weight. I probably could cut down to 1, to be honest with you.
You know what I used to love to do with the powder is you get it on the spoon, you put it in the milk and let it like coat, and then you just kind of, it's almost like eating the powder, but kind of
get them bubbles going on. It's good on ice cream too. Really underrated on ice cream.
Really, I'll have to try that.
Yeah, it'll change your life, man. A little vanilla with those couple spoons of Quick on there. That's good stuff.
All right, I'll definitely try that. The chocolate milk ice cream fix from Dane Broadhead.
There you go, man. Market it.
There you go. Yeah, you can advertise on the show.
There we go.
Hey, safe travels. Good luck up in Glacier on Friday night, and we'll talk to you hopefully after another win.
All right, appreciate it, Jason. Thanks.
That is Dane Broadhead joining us on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. It's not just a bundle; it's your home, it's your auto, it's your life. Mike understands that. Dane probably understands it too. But get a hold of Mike Miller State Farm in Helena today. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back, and when we do, we'll check in with Kyle Mihelish, the only unbeaten in Class AA, the Capital Bruins. They got a big matchup at home with Butte this week. We'll talk about that. How do they defend Jay Stenson? And a whole lot more still to come here, including your Montana Rodeo Roundup. The walk-up brought to you by Montana Custom Log Homes, the premier log home company in the industry. Family-owned, veteran-owned, woman-owned, and operated. Check them out. 15 different floor offerings, floor plans at yourcustomlog.com to get started today. Coming right back, Kyle Mihelish will join us next. Hang on.
Strength, beauty, grit, superior craftsmanship. Our homes have it all. At Montana Custom Log Homes, if you can dream it, we can build it. With 3 divisions and over 50 years experience, we've got you covered. From a showcase home to a small cabin, we make your vision a reality. Because every cowboy wants a castle for his queen. Montana Custom Log Homes, crafting homes that last for generations.
Looking for something sweet before work? How about that fresh brewed coffee? Maybe a fresh baked cinnamon roll as you head in for another great day exploring. Then look no further than the Sweet Spot in Boulder. Whatever your pleasure, the Sweet Spot has everything to fix that craving. From daily specials and rolls to tasty cookies and more. Don't forget that caramel macchiato or espresso and many more of your favorite flavors. The Sweet Spot caters to the local community and cares about providing the best treats every day. Visit the Sweet Spot on Facebook or in Boulder at 102 North Main Street. Everyone knows about Dinners Done Right and the convenience of the cook and carry cuisines. It's so easy to just stop by and you have something for dinner that night. But there's also one more thing you need to know about. Dinners Done Right Grab and Go Salad Bar. Yes, I said salad bar. Always the freshest ingredients along with a daily soup and nacho bar too. So the next time you are in a rush or you just want to eat healthy, stop by Dinners Done Right for the soup, salad, and nacho bar. For monthly menus and more info, it's dinnersdoneright.com.
Summer, the season to work hard, play hard. The days are heating up and getting longer. The smell of fresh cut grass, the hot sun on your skin. We kidding. We all know you're really thinking about having fun and relaxing at the Copper Club Casino. Meet your friends for a cold one. Play a $5 or two. When you want great service, cold drinks, and fun entertainment, this is the place. The Copper Club Casino, where everybody knows your name any time of year. On Euclid across from Molendi Center, the Copper Club Casino.
Fall is officially here, and now is the perfect time to get your rig tuned up before the big hunt. That means a lift kit from Auto Concepts. An Auto Concepts lift kit will help take you places only the animals can go. And when you do get that big one, make sure you have help to get it home with a winch to pull it out. Or maybe you'll be a good friend and help pull someone out of the snowbank. Check out AutoConceptsHelena.com for more ideas. Auto Concepts, the auto enhancement professionals. L&P Grocery offers Boulder a convenient shopping experience, whether you're stopping in for a few things or stocking up for the week ahead. From fresh produce and meat to all the staples you need to feed your family, you'll find it here. L&P Grocery is also proud to have partnerships with local brands and carry products unique to the area. Stop by to exchange propane tanks, pick up fishing tackle, grab your prescription, or get your photo taken at the Pitcher Kiosk. They're delighted to be the one-stop shop for local area Boulder residents who want to support local business. Visit lnpgrocery.com and at 215 North Main Street. Do you love to look at photos of Montana, from animals to landscapes and more? Are you looking for a place to get your senior pictures or family portraits done? Are you a business owner looking to upgrade the decor in your offices? Well, look no further than Mark Laroe Photography. Mark has been shooting beautiful photos all across the Treasure State, from rodeos to portraits, and would love to work with you. Visit marklaroephotography.com to see many masterpieces of his work, then give him a call to schedule your own photo shoot. Or to purchase one of his fantastic pieces, stop by Spirit of the Big Sky Gallery on Custer in Helena. marklaroephotography.com. Do you love to look at photos of...
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Mike Miller in Helena today. Yes, it's true that Montana is a long way from the Gulf Coast, but you can bring that Cajun flavor home with a stop at Cafe Zydeco. From po' boys to classic sandwiches, Cafe Zydeco has all the best Cajun in town. Are you in the mood for seafood gumbo or crawfish etouffee? Maybe you're craving jambalaya with some shrimp and grits. Head in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or call ahead for pickup or delivery. Cafe Zydeco will fix all your southern cravings, even on a chilly Montana day. Cafe Zydeco is a proud sponsor of The Jason Walker Show.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rucker's Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rucker's, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $289. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Welcome back to the Jason Walker Show.
I have no idea what that music is. Just clicked on something. The segment brought to you by Rucker's Furniture. Make the quality choice for your home at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena. You got your Montana Rodeo Roundup coming up. Okay, that's enough with that. What else we got coming up? We got everything. The walk-off. What is this music? Look, okay, never mind. We'll get out of that. We'll find something different for next time. On the state and history and much more still to come. So looking forward to that. Let's see here. Frontier Conference Volleyball Players of the Week. Jessica Shivlicek, Julia Carr, Blythe Seeley. Shivlicek from MSU Northern, Carr from Carroll, and Seeley for Rocky. So Frontier Conference opened up its volleyball regular season conference play last weekend. And some matches coming up Wednesday night, Friday night as well. So let's see here. Rockies golf continues to roll. Holy cow. Hayden Driver, Claire Wright won tournaments last week. They are the Frontier Golfers of the Week. So there you go. Time to dive back into football. This segment brought to you by Rucker's Furniture. Make the quality choice for your home at Rucker's Furniture. I think I said that already, but hey, we'll throw them an extra plug. It was a great weekend for Capital High. Trailed by 13, came back, got a big win over Glacier, and now they face Butte and another good quarterback at home in Jay Stenson. Threw for 5, ran for another, had 6 touchdowns last week for the Bulldogs. And now it's up to Capital's defense to try to shut him down. Joining us on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline to talk about it is Kyle Mihelish, Capital Bruins coach, here on the Jason Walker Show. All right, Coach, the lone remaining unbeaten in Class AA. Tell me how that feels.
No, at the end of the day, none of that matters. I mean, we got to play every week, and we're day to day, and we, not me, and we're going to keep plugging away.
Big game for you guys the other day, coming back from 13 down to beat a very good Glacier team, which you said they were good, and that Slider kid's pretty good. But you got a couple of Michelotis, a guy named Tom Carter, Dylan Graham brought you back in that one.
No, starting with Glacier, I would say that Glacier is certainly a good football team. I mean, they got a big offensive front. They're physical. Defensively, they're fast. I was really impressed with Glacier, but the biggest guy was, Slider. I mean, he's a guy. He delivers the ball well. He's fast. He's, he created problems for us. So we did some things defensively that we hadn't done yet this year. We made some adjustments, and Coach Bennett does a good job. So, yeah. But, our guys stepped up. I mean, we talked about it at halftime, and we have dudes too. I mean, everybody always talks about everybody else's dudes, but we have guys as well. I mean, and we're a team, and at the end of the day, we are. But, it was impressive what I thought our guys did in the second half.
Yeah, definitely, especially on the defensive side of the ball. I mean, you give up those 27 points at half, but what changed at halftime? What defensive changes did you guys make?
Well, they gave us, one thing I'll always say about Capital High football, and people always give me garbage about this, but everybody always gives Capital their best game.
Yep.
And that's good, and that's the way we want it. And they saved formations for us and personnel groupings, and they gave us some empty sets, multiple empty sets that we hadn't seen before. And we adjusted at halftime, and the boys got a stern talking to, and they adjusted and came out. And, we said, you guys are writing your story right now. I mean, do we want Do we want to cave and be down 27-14 and whine about it, or are we going to come back and do this? I mean, it's on you guys right now.
Well, you pitch
So we know what they're doing. We know what they're doing. We know what they're giving us. So let's go. And they did it, and they responded. And to me, that's a sign of a good football team.
Absolutely. We're talking with Kyle Mihelish, Capital High football coach. He's nursing a bit of a cold, but I think it adds. I think it adds to your voice a little bit.
Hey, anytime I talk, it's good.
A little deeper. You mentioned a stern talking to the guys. Do you talk more sternly to your team or to your kids?
That depends on the situation. Depends on halftime or when Junior comes home.
I love that. It is a big win, though, for you guys, and this sets you up with another home game this week against another dangerous quarterback in Jay Stenson down there at Butte. He's a pretty good guy. He threw for 5 touchdowns last week. What do you guys have to do to slow him down?
Well, the thing is we have to play good coverage. Butte likes to throw the ball. It kind of depends on what Butte's going to do year to year. You know, some years they have a good running game and a passing game, and when you're talking about Tommy Malott, those guys. But, you know, Stenson is a thrower and he is a runner. I mean, we're preparing for both. I mean, do you get quarterback draw? They want to spread you out and give you some draws. And then they'll get in a formation we call Trey, and then they want to run a cougar trap type stuff. And they do a lot of good things. And they'll personnel you, and they'll move Guernsey around. And we just need to know where he is, and we want to take away their best. That's going to be our goal.
Yeah, well, it's not just him. You've got Hudson Ludke, Sean Ocello. I mean, this is a pretty good Butte team that has aspirations despite being 3-2.
No, they're good. I mean, they're athletic, and you don't ever really see a lot of kids that start as freshmen. I mean, you got I don't know exactly how to say it, Ludke obviously, but Stagecar. I mean, they're good. They're athletic. Our perimeter guys are going to be tested. I mean, our secondary guys and linebackers are going to be tested. We're going to have to be able to get a pass rush. Our D-line's going to have to get back on screens. And Butte, they always test you in a lot of different ways, formation-wise, personnel-wise, and what they're going to run. So, yeah, we're going to have our hands full.
What do you see from the Bulldogs defensively that you guys might look to take some advantage of?
Well, defensively, they're traditional, and they're a 4-down they're a 4-down front, and they do some things that we can take advantage of. And I'm not going to say it here, but
no, you don't.
But they are, they're kind of running with the same guys we have as far as going both ways, and but they are salty. I mean, I think the Helena High game, maybe they were just kind of overwhelmed a little bit, and good for Helena High. I mean, Helena High has been doing great. So, I mean, they're 3-2, and they're a good ball club. And like I told the guys tonight before we broke and we ended practice, I said, I know Butte's going to come out, and they're going to be ready to roll because what we did to them last year at Butte. And we went down there and got after them. And we hadn't done that in a long time in Butte. Just go there and be in the Ranchi and get after them. So I know Coach Gray's preaching to them that we got to go down there and we got to go to Vigilante and we got to get after them. So,
yep. Talking with Kyle Mihelish on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. Go ahead, Coach.
No, and that's our goal, to be ready for them. And I don't think we were ready for Glacier. I was disappointed in our team, and I said that's on me. Yeah, I mean, we had 22 missed tackles on defense, and you're not going to win too many football games with 22 missed tackles. And so our goal is to be ready to go, and we have to take the game to them, and we got to be a good football team.
You're halfway through the season, 5-0. What's the message? Is it week by week, or I mean, I know you're not going to look ahead. You're going to give me the same coach speak, which I absolutely love, but you're more than halfway through now.
Well, and it's kind of funny and when the media reminds us we're halfway through, we don't even know we're halfway through. It's kind of the beauty of it as far as us as coaches. And we just go, and I know it's a cliche, we go week to week, day to day, hour to hour. It's just what it is. And, you know, somebody asked me today that, hey, you're now rated the number one football team in the state, AA. I'm like, I don't even know what you're talking about. I mean, we're worried about Butte coming to town, and as long as we can continue to win, that's going to be our issue. I mean, on Friday night, you still got to block, you got to tackle, and you got to do the right things, and everything else takes care of itself. It doesn't matter whether we're 1 or 8.
Well, and it's funny because in media, we obviously talk about rankings because that gives us some content, but I mean, it has to mean something. You are the lone remaining unbeaten out of 16 in the AA. That says a lot about the way you guys have played this year.
Sure.
That's all he's going to say.
Yeah, no, I get it. And,
you've been in this a long time. You understand.
Sure.
Before I let you go, are you a fan of chocolate milk?
Oh, I love chocolate milk.
Okay.
Always have chocolate milk in the refrigerator.
Okay. Are you?
But the thing is that we have an argument in our household that some of us just like pre-made chocolate milk, and others like you got to get chocolate milk and then the Hershey's or the Nesquik, and then you got to put it in there. So. Yeah,
but that's like, because then you can add your own amount of chocolate, which is always a good thing.
Yeah.
A couple of big tablespoons.
I agree. I'm not that guy, but I'm just a True Moo or whatever else, whoever makes it, Dairy Gold. And
well, I was going to ask that. Are you a True Moo or Nesquik guy? Like if you're in the store standing there in the milk aisle and you want something to guzzle down real quick, are you grabbing the True Moo or are you grabbing the Nesquik?
If I need it right now, I'm going True Moo and or Dairy Gold makes a good one.
Yes,
so,
yes, they do.
Yeah, putting it down.
Well,
so when we leave places on the road, it seems like every kid has a chocolate milk container.
Yep. That's the way
when we get back on the bus after a game.
Yep, that's the way the Carroll men's basketball team was. Carlito Labarda Jr., the assistant coach, every road trip or every game, they always had chocolate milk because it's a good recovery. So
yeah,
there you go.
It's fantastic. How about you?
I love chocolate milk. I like strawberry milk, but I'm a chocolate milk guy. So
really,
oh yeah, and I used to like to make my own.
There you go.
So
where do you get strawberry milk?
You can get strawberry milk right next to the chocolate in the gas stations.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I got to pay attention better.
Well, you're just the chocolate milk guy.
I'm just a chocolate milk guy. That's right.
Hey, I know you're under the weather a little bit. We'll let you run, but I appreciate the time, Coach. Good luck Friday night.
All right, thank you.
That's
Appreciate it.
Kyle Mihelish joining us, Jason Walker Show on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. And, big games. And they're all big at this point in the year, right? I mean, we all say that in this industry. They're all big games. But appreciate Coach joining us. A little bit under the weather, you can kind of tell, but he's a trooper. He's a trooper. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back. We've got your Montana Rodeo Roundup on the way. We also have On This Day in History and much more still to come here. Jason Walker Show. This segment brought to you by Ruckers Furniture. Make the quality choice for your home at Ruckers Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Ruckers Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Ruckers, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $289. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Ruckers Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Do you love to look at photos of Montana, from animals to landscapes and more? Are you looking for a place to get your senior pictures or family portraits done? Are you a business owner looking to upgrade the decor in your offices? Well, look no further than Mark Laroe Photography. Mark has been shooting beautiful photos all across the Treasure State, from rodeos to portraits, and would love to work with you. Visit marklaroephotography.com to see many masterpieces of his work, then give him a call to schedule your own photo shoot. Or to purchase one of his fantastic pieces, stop by Spirit of the Big Sky Gallery on Custer in Helena. marklaroephotography.com. Looking for something sweet before work? How about that fresh brewed coffee? Maybe a fresh baked cinnamon roll as you head in for another great day exploring. Then look no further than the Sweet Spot in Boulder. Whatever your pleasure, the Sweet Spot has everything to fix that craving. From daily specials and rolls to tasty cookies and more. Don't forget that caramel macchiato or espresso and many more of your favorite flavors. The Sweet Spot caters to the local community and cares about providing the best treats every day. Visit the Sweet Spot on Facebook or in Boulder at 102 North Main Street.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Mike Miller in Helena today. Yes, it's true that Montana is a long way from the Gulf Coast, but you can bring that Cajun flavor home with a stop at Cafe Zydeco. From po' boys to classic sandwiches, Cafe Zydeco has all the best Cajun in town. Are you in the mood for seafood gumbo or crawfish etouffee? Maybe you're craving jambalaya with some shrimp and grits. Head in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or call ahead for pickup or delivery. Cafe Zydeco will fix all your southern cravings, even on a chilly Montana day. Cafe Zydeco is a proud sponsor of The Jason Walker Show.
Strength, beauty, grit, superior craftsmanship. Our homes have it all. At Montana Custom Log Homes, if you can dream it, we can build it. With 3 divisions and over 50 years experience, we've got you covered. From a showcase home to a small cabin, we make your vision a reality. Because every cowboy wants a castle for his queen. Montana Custom Log Homes, crafting homes that last for generations.
L&P Grocery offers Boulder a convenient shopping experience, whether you're stopping in for a few things or stocking up for the week ahead. From fresh produce and meat to all the staples you need to feed your family, you'll find it here. L&P Grocery is also proud to have partnerships with local brands and carry products unique to the area. Stop by to exchange propane tanks, pick up fishing tackle, grab your prescription, or get your photo taken at the Pitcher Kiosk. They're delighted to be the one-stop shop for local area Boulder residents who want to support local business. Visit lnpgrocery.com and at 215 North Main Street.
Summer, the season to work hard, play hard. The days are heating up and getting longer. The smell of fresh cut grass, the hot sun on your skin. We kidding. We all know you're really thinking about having fun and relaxing at the Copper Club Casino. Meet your friends for a cold one. Play a $5 or $2. When you want great service, cold drinks, and fun entertainment, this is the place. The Copper Club Casino, where everybody knows your name any time of year. On Euclid across from Molendi Center, the Copper Club Casino.
This is the Jason Walker Show.
Welcome back. Final segment on a Tuesday. Don't forget to tweet us anytime at JWalkerSports. Our email, jason at jasonwalkershow.com. Segment brought to you by Copper Club Casino. Hot games, warm folks, cold beer, and water, and sodas. Drink and gamble responsibly. And I mean hot machines. Get into the Copper Club on Euclid in Helena. It was another successful weekend for your Montana State Rodeo team. They were up in Havre along with the rest of the Big Sky region of college rodeo. Men and women of MSU both taking first. Miles Community College second on the men's side, followed by Western, Northern, Northwest, and then Dawson on the women's side. After the Bobcats, Western, Northern, and the U of M. Men's all-around, Caden Conway of MSU. Logan Beatty was second of MSU. Cody Faulkner of MSU was third. Women's all-around, Tavy Jo Leno of Western. And then Molly Salmon of MSU, second. Saddle Bronc, a 1-2-3 finish for the Bobcats. Caleb Meeks, Leaf Meidel, Cody Faulkner, bareback. Western's Trevor Kay, who's so good, took first on two head with a score of 146. Nathan Deerhammer of MSU was second. Let's see. Owen Carlson of Miles took the bull riding. He was the only one to ride 2. Gavin Knutson of Western, second. Tie down went to Jace Busted of MSU. Chase Kellett of Dawson, second, and then a whole bunch of Bobcats after that. Steer wrestling, Jaden Whitman of MSU. In fact, top 6 were all Bobcats. Bodie Spring, Logan Beatty, Caden Conway, Cole Detton, Cody Faulkner. Team roping header, Dalen Danks of Miles. Teammate Dawson Jackson of Miles, number 1. Barrel racing, Montana's Lauren Johnson got the win. Northern's Brittany Cox was second. Western's Krista Marchand was third. In breakaway, it was MSU's Isabella Fossum, followed by Ellie Meeks of the Bobcats. A couple of Western girls, third and fourth, Taylor Neville, Rylan Lufkin, Molly Salmond of MSU, fifth, Haven Wolstein, sixth of MSU. And in goat tying, it was MSU's J.C. Curran, Tavy Leno second, both tied, actually. No, that's not right. It says they both placed first, but the times are different. So J.C. Curran with the win, Tavy Leno second from Western. MSU's Paige Rasmussen was in third. And they will wrap up the fall portion, the Big Sky Conference will, or the Big Sky Region will, at Montana Western this weekend on Friday night and Saturday. So if you're not doing anything, get down to Dillon. Your Montana Rodeo Roundup brought to you by Mark Laroe Photography for the best in senior portraits, family pictures, whatever you need done, landscapes, Western. Mark's going to do it and do it right for you. Get a hold of marklaroephotography.com to get started today. All right, let's do on this day in history, National Chocolate Milk Day, Corned Beef Hash Day, which surprises me. It's on September 27th. Do you think corned beef hash would be, or is it just corned beef on St. Patty's Day? I don't know. It is Crush a Can Day, Day of Forgiveness, and National Scarf Day. 1881, the Cubs beat Troy 10-8 before a record crowd of 12. 12 people in 1881 watched the baseball game. 1905, Boston's Bill Dineen with a no-hitter. 1923, Lou Gehrig would hit the first of his 493 career home runs on this date. 1930, Hack Wilson, Chicago Cubs, 2 home runs. Gave him an NL record 56. That record would stand, I think, until McGuire and Sosa came along. 1936, Boston Redskins, Brooklyn Dodgers play one of only 4 penalty-free games in NFL history. 1942, the New York Giants beat the Washington Redskins 14-7. They did not make a first down and still won the game. Happy birthday today to Kathy Whitworth, born on this date in 1939. American golfer, 7-time LPGA Player of the Year, won 6 majors and holds the record with 88 LPGA Tour victories. Meatloaf, born on this date in 1947. Marvin Lee Aday passed away earlier this year. And Hugh Hefner died on this date in 2017. That is what happened on this day in history. A little bit of sports, a little bit of pop culture, and a little bit of this.
We're almost at the end of the show. What did we learn? And what did he miss? Time for the walk-off.
The walk-off presented by Cafe Zydeco, where the Big Easy meets the Big Sky. Best Cajun this side of New Orleans. Told you last week I stopped in day before surgery. Last Monday, I had surgery on Tuesday on the thumb. And had myself one of those barbecue beef po' boys. So good. I got to try the shrimp because I love shrimp. So I got to try a shrimp po' boy one of these days. Maybe tomorrow. I'll stop in. Cafe Zydeco right there on Euclid. But yeah, the thumb's doing all right. The splint is starting to rub a little bit, but supposed to get it checked next Thursday. Hopefully it comes off by then. It's been very hard to type. It was hard to take pictures of Providence men's basketball team today because we had, we got the long lens and you can't really hold well. You can't focus real well, but we got it done. So it'll come off. And if it comes off and then heals properly, the way the weather's going, I might be able to sneak in some more golf this year. I might. We'll see. Got mentioned at 5 pins and a plate put in, and we'll see if we can we find the picture of it? Yeah. try to hold this up here on the talent cam. So that's what they did to my thumb. That's what my thumb looks like. 5 pins and a plate. Or 5 screws, whatever. But there you go. A little bit painful. Mentioned the nerve blocker. Amazing. Holy cow. Still got a big bruise, too, right here. So it's all good, though. It's all good. And I've been telling people the 2 stories. And you've never guessed which one is right. Some people have, some people haven't. So I was in Derby in August, on August 12th. They needed a bullfighter, and having ridden bulls in the past, I figured, what the heck? Took a shot, broke my thumb, chipped a tooth, got a big old shiner, but saved the cowboy. Or was at the rodeo in Derby August 12th and tripped over a dog named Pendleton and broke my thumb, chipped my tooth, and scraped up the face a little, but we're good. It's all good. Tomorrow, Alex Eshelman will join us. Can't wait. Get an update on Tommy Malott, the Bobcats. Malott ruled out for this week already. Thanks to Dane Broadhead for joining us, Kyle Mihelish. Thanks to our great sponsors, and of course you, the ones that watch and listen to this, making it very popular. 49 states and over 50 countries now tune in to the Jason Walker Show each week. Appreciate it. It's awesome. We love what we do. Hope you do too. If you want suggestions, queries, quibbles, gripes, complaints, tweet us at JWalkerSports. Jason Walker Show on the Twitter as well. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Alex Eshelman will join us. If you missed anything, make sure you go to JasonWalkerShow.com. All of our previous shows are up there. Have a great Tuesday, everybody. We'll see you back here on a Wacky Wednesday. That's what we're going to call it. Take care.
The Jason Walker Show is produced by the Jason Walker Media Company. Any reuse, rebroadcast, or retransmission without the express written consent of the Jason Walker Show is strictly prohibited. Just listen, watch, and enjoy.